Hello everyone. So today's topic is the stream ciphers. So before starting with the stream ciphers, so मैं इससे पहले क्या चाहता हूँ कि यार हम लोग स्ट्रीम ciphers तक मूव करने के लिए हम लोग थोड़ा बेसिक्स क्लियर कर लें. Like what is cryptography and the types of cryptography. Then we will move to the stream ciphers. So basically, stream cipher is a type of symmetric type cryptography. सिमेट्रिक टाइप क्रिप्टोग्राफी. तो पहले जान लेते हैं यार ये क्रिप्टोग्राफी क्या होता है. तो क्रिप्टोग्राफी का बहुत बेसिक मैं पहले बता देता हूँ कि क्रिप्टोग्राफी इज associated with the process of converting the ordinary plain text into an unintelligible text and vice versa. It's a method of storing and transmitting the data in a particular form so that those for whom it's unintended can read and process it. So basically ये बोलना चाहता है यार कि अगर एग्जाम्पल के थ्रू मैं बताना चाहूंगा कि यार एक बंदा है एलिस. उसको अब आपको कुछ मैसेज भेजना है ना. अगर उसको आपको एक मैसेज भेजना है कुछ भी है बोल रहा है मीट मी एट 5 है ना. अब यहाँ पे बंदा है ये इंटरनेट के थ्रू भेजेगा मैसेज कुछ भी. कोई भी सोर्स हो सकता है मैसेज भेजने का इंटरनेट के थ्रू भेजता है. ठीक है. तो वो क्या करेगा उस मैसेज को कि उस मैसेज को वो चाहेगा यार कि अगर वो नॉर्मली अगर मैसेज ये इंटरनेट के थ्रू भेजता है. सो देयर कैन बी अ पर्सन लाइक एल्विस. So this person Elvis can read this message and he can what he can do he can knows that क्या message भेज रहा है या he can like convert this message into some other format और मतलब कुछ मैसेज को कन्वर्ट करके उसको भेजता है मीट मी एट 4 एंड देन दिस कैन बी अ like disastrous for both Alice and Bob. Something like which is a very personal message to them and can be seen by some person and man in the middle. So it's a problem. So yeah, what he will do कि यार he will convert this message to some unreadable format, like something like this or something like this or something like this, which is unreadable. When the Elvis read this message, when it comes to the like on the on the internet, so it's not readable. It's not making sense to the Elvis. So that message is unreadable to Alice, and then when it receives to the Bob this message, whatever the we encrypted the message, and when it's received to the Bob, it's converted to a readable form like meet me at 5, and it's sorted in on the both side. So the process, the cryptography is associated with the process of converting the ordinary text into an unintelligible text and vice versa. Like I'm converting this message to an unreadable format, and then I'm sending this unreadable format into a readable format to the it's converting the unreadable format to a readable format. तो इस प्रोसेस को ट्रांसमिटेड डेटा कि जो सिर्फ जो जिसको मैसेज भेजना है और जिसको पढ़ना है उनके बीच की बात है. So that's process so that no one other can in between over the internet or something through a channel can't read that message is known as cryptography. तो क्रिप्टोग्राफी को ऐसे बोल सकते हैं कि यार some giving another definition, a method of protecting the information and a communication through the use of code so that only those who for whom the information is intended can read and process it. Simple. So अब इस क्रिप्टोग्राफी के मूव करने के पहले हम लोग हम लोग एक so moving on further. सो स्ट्रीम साइफर पढ़ने से पहले हमें क्या क्या जान लेना चाहिए. क्रिप्टोग्राफी हमने पढ़ लिया. अब कुछ बेसिक टर्मिनोलॉजीज पढ़ लेनी चाहिए. मुझे पता है लाइक समवन हैज कवर्ड इन लाइक इन प्रीवियस वीडियोस बट फॉर फॉर कंप्लीशन सेक आई एम कवरिंग दिस टॉपिक. ओके. सो व्हाट्स अ प्लेन टेक्स्ट. सो वी सॉ दैट Alice is sending some message to Bob, है ना. So the message what he written in a plain text is a message. What he's sending is a plain text, and the process we are using, and then we are converting this message in an unreadable format. Whatever the unreadable format what I was getting was a cipher text. So plain text जो मैसेज भेज रहा है एलिस और cipher text जो कि हम लोग जिस फॉर्म में किसी अनरीडेबल फॉर्मेट में कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं. इंक्रिप्शन जो हम लोग एक प्रोटोकॉल फॉलो कर रहे हैं मैसेज को कन्वर्ट करने में अनरीडेबल फॉर्मेट में. एक प्रोटोकॉल थ्रू जो फॉलो कर रहे हैं हम उसको कन्वर्ट करने के लिए, और that no one can read it is known as an encryption, and the process which you are following for constructing and analyzing the प्रोटोकॉल जो फॉलो कर रहे हैं हम लोग डिक्रिप्ट करने के लिए, जो मैसेज को एक रीडेबल फॉर्मेट में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए, जो कि बॉब रीड कर पाए, उसको डिक्रिप्शन कहते हैं। सिंपल सी बात। And what happened na, like whenever like key I will explain, like let me tell here only, okay, it's fine. So uh, uh, so what happened na, what some message we are some readable message is there, and we are converting to an unreadable format. So we are using some key, we are attaching some key, we are using some keys to convert this message to an unreadable format. So this for so that the person on the decryption side use the same key or a different key to convert that message into a readable format. So this will make the authenticate to the message, that the message which is sent and the message which is received are the same, and the use is sent by the authenticated user. So we use the keys. So not going into the further details in a topic, just we are abstract, we are going through the terms, because our main topic is stream ciphers. So moving on further. So this is a flow. This is a flow which we will follow throughout this cipher. Like this is a very abstract, very general idea. What I'm saying, that this is a very general idea of encryption and decryption of the message of following the cryptography. This only the process is followed in the cryptography. First, we do encryption. Encryption, it depends on the algorithm what you are using. There are very many ways we can encrypt the message, then ciphertext on the internet, then decrypting the message, and then converting to plain text what the Bob want to read. Okay, cool. This is the abstract way. So moving on further. Okay. So moving on to the types of cryptography, the cryptography are of two types. So this three types, sorry. So this is a symmetric cryptography. So what the topic which we are going to cover mainly is the stream cipher is a type of symmetric cryptography, asymmetric cryptography, and a hash function. These are not in our domain, but we will go through some basic idea of the about the asymmetric and what's the hash function and asymmetric keys. Okay, so symmetric keys is like as I told you that ls is there, and some keys we are using, and we are converting this message into some ciphertext, and then key we are using, and then Bob is converting to some, like he's reading that message whom we are sending this message. So when we use the key same on the both side, same key, like I'm using the key k some on the encryption side, and the key k on the decryption side. So these keys are both are same for encryption and decryption. Then we are saying that it's a symmetric type cryptography. And further adding on this is very computationally easy, and it's not a time consuming, and it's faster. Um, and the symmetric key cryptography is also known as the private key cryptography or secret key cryptography. Okay. So this much is enough to know about symmetric key for now. And moving on to the asymmetric key. So asymmetric key is what? Like here we are using the same key. So key K and K on the both side. But if we are using the key A1 and different key on the decryption side, encryption we are using different key, and a decryption we are using the different key, then it's a decryption. This is known as a asymmetric type cryptography, key cryptography. So here terms we should know this. This can be tell as a we can say as a private. This we can say as a public, or vice versa. So for encryption, so it's a asymmetric key cryptography. Okay. So moving on the further to the hash functions. So these two are the key-based cryptography, है and this is a keyless cryptography. We are not using key here. We use some functions to convert to the message which we are delivering. So what happens? So I'm not moving in a for like in a depth of this. So ये क्या होता है कि इसमें कोई की यूज नहीं करते हम लोग। तो कंसेप्ट सिंपल है, इसमें एक वेरिएबल लेंथ मैसेज होता है, बहुत बड़ा मैसेज होता है, उसको एक कांस्टेंट मैसेज में कन्वर्ट करता है सेम लेंथ हर मैसेज को, और कुछ नहीं होता कि हैश फंक्शन। सो वी विल नॉट गो इन द डिटेल, मूविंग ऑन फर्दर। सो ये डेफिनेशंस हैं कुछ, मतलब लेट्स वी हैव अंडरस्टूड इन प्रीवियस स्लाइड। सो थोड़ा देख लेते हैं कि क्या है। इट्स अ सिंपल काइंड ऑफ इंक्रिप्शन टेक्निक। So technique that involve one key to encrypt and decrypt the information. It is also known as secret key cryptography or private key cryptography. Okay, so we already studied. Or asymmetric key cryptography. This is a technique involves the two keys pair for encryption and decryption. It's known as public key cryptography. And hash function is there no uses of key. In this concept, algorithm take the variable length message and give the fixed size output, as we discussed earlier. So mainly we understood the cryptography, है ना? Cryptography हमारा हो गया, क्रिप्टोग्राफी हो गया, हमने टाइप्स ऑफ क्रिप्टोग्राफी पढ़ लिया, हमने देख लिया कि स्ट्रीम साइफर इज लाइक सिमेट्रिक की क्रिप्टोग्राफी. सो नाउ वी विल मूव इन फर्दर डिटेल अबाउट दिस स्ट्रीम साइफर इन अ सिमेट्रिक की क्रिप्टोग्राफी. तो हमने बेसिक्स कवर कर लिया. सो बेसिकली हम लोग स्ट्रीम साइफर्स में हम लोग मेनली देखेंगे कि how the process is formed, how the process is done in a stream ciphers, how the encryption decryption is done, how the protocol follows the for encrypting and decrypting, some or types of keys, like how the keys are generated and how the encryption is done. Everything we will cover in detail, or maybe in coming videos we will see about like algorithms, some specific algorithms. So, okay. So moving with the definition. So stream cipher is an encrypt plain text message by applying the encryption and algorithm with the key stream. So यहाँ पे क्या होता है यार कि एक बंदा है एलएस, है ना? एलएस को मैसेज भेजना है बॉब को, है ना? अब क्या करेंगे कि हमने क्या करा कि कुछ मैसेजेस का फॉर एग्जांपल लेट अस सपोज we take the example 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 0, है ना? यहाँ पे कुछ की स्ट्रीमर है, यहाँ पे मान लो एक सूडो रैंडम जनरेटर है. इसके बारे में हम डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे कि सूडो रैंडम जनरेटर क्या होता है. लेट्स फॉर नाउ लेट्स जस्ट अज्यूम कि सूडो रैंडम जनरेटर है और एक नेटवर्क है और यहाँ की है. सो वी नो दैट की सिमेट्रिक है, तो दोनों तरफ सूडो रैंडम जनरेटर जो की स्ट्रीम जनरेट करेगा वुड बी सेम, है ना? और बॉब की तरफ मैसेज भेज रहे हैं, है ना? सो ये मैसेज हमें डिलीवर करना है बॉब को, है ना? सो व्हाट हैपेंस हियर, here what happens that each bit of the message is encrypted one by one with the corresponding key stream digit. So what happened na ki like if I am having message, है ना, which I want to send is 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 0. So what happened ना कि मैसेज आएगा, यहाँ पे की स्ट्रीमर होगा जो सूडो रैंडम जनरेटर है. फॉर ईच की जैसे जैसे कीज आती जाएंगी बाय आइटरेटिंग, मतलब वन बाय वन व्हेन द कीज कम, तो उसके लिए हर किसके लिए एक पर्टिकुलर रैंडमली एक की जनरेट करेगा जो कि 0 या 1 होगी. सो फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ पे मेरे जो की जनरेटर जो इंक्रिप्शन साइड में है उसने उसने जनरेट किया फॉर एग्जांपल 0 1 लेट अस 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 something like this key stream is generated. So 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 something like that, है ना? So what happened if we then what happened ना कि एक एक की जनरेट की, then what happened for each key it applies a XOR operation. हम लोग पढ़ेंगे कि why XOR we are using, why XOR, why not AND, why not OR, why not that, why only or XOR gate. We will see further in for coming slides, but for now assume कि यार हमने दो चीजें assume कर ली कि हम लोग XOR यूज कर रहे हैं for keys for encrypting the message, and हम लोग pseudo random generator जनरेट कर रहे हैं. अभी के लिए assume कर लेते हैं कि ये चीजें कि ऐसा है, एक abstract idea दे रहा हूँ स्ट्रीम साइफर क्या होता है. So basically, so 1 1 1 0 0 1 1 1. Okay, some mistake I made. I think so. I think it's 0. Okay, cool. So this is an encrypted message which will be sent to the internet. For this, and what happened? We know that that pseudo random generator, which the key like key stream, what he will generate will be the same. And what happened? The message which is received on the Bob side, on the decryption side, the same key will be used, है ना, for decrypting the for getting the original message, है ना? So it will be 0 1 1 0 1 1 0 1. So we can see that the message which we send and the message which we received are the same, and Bob can use it like whatever the message it is. Okay, cool. So So this is only the thing in the stream server, that bit by bit encryption is there. The key stream generate the key for the bit, and the bit coming for each bit, they will store it, and then it will be sent on the internet. Okay. So Stream Cipher mainly कहाँ use होता है? Stream Cipher typically used in the where speed is and simplicity are the requirements. Cool. 2 points are covered. है ना? So all the algorithms mainly are the which are using the Stream Ciphers are Chacha, RC4, A512, A512, Chameleon, Fish, Helix, ISAC, Mugi, Panama, EDC, whatever you can see on the slides, are the algorithms which are implementing the stream ciphers. Cool. So basically stream ciphers mainly यूज होते हैं कि मोबाइल कम्युनिकेशन में जो टावर के थ्रू हम लोग करते हैं कम्युनिकेशन, मेनली स्ट्रीम ciphers वहाँ यूज होते हैं जहाँ पे स्पीड एंड सिंपलिसिटी आर मेजर रिक्वायरमेंट्स. ओके, मूविंग ऑन फर्दर. So this is a like a pseudo like process for the stream cipher follow, that we there is a message which is a bit by bit. Here we can assume that it's a bit. In many textbook or in throughout the internet, it's written bytes, but we are assuming bit by bit. You can take also byte, one byte also. So that's a byte by byte or bit by bit. So what happened here? We are assuming that we are having a plain text P1, P2, P3, and giving a very generalized ID P1, and the key stream generator is K1, K2, K3, some Kn. And then what happened here? XOR is happening for P1, like for PI, XOR, CI, and some sorry KI, and something is producing ciphertext CI. So I wrote this that there is a plain text P1, P2, P3, and there is a key stream generator K1, K2, K3. For each corresponding, there is a cipher bit is generating C1, C2, C3, so on, and we are getting the XOR of and we are generating the XOR of that. This is a stream cipher. Okay, so there are many algorithms of stream cipher, and the way of protocol, the protocol of converting that way of converting that ciphertext is maybe vary from algorithm to algorithm. For now, we don't have to focus on that. That's not important. We will see further in videos like how this thing happen. Like I'm giving now a abstract idea. So moving on further. Thank you. So yeah. So why XOR is user as we discussed. So we left two pending things, that why we are using XOR and why what is the pseudo random generator. This we are as assume the black box. How the pseudo random generator produce and what's various pseudo random generator we will see further. So first focusing on why XOR we are using. Okay, cool. So as we first we will draw the XOR table. XOR table. Okay. 0 0 0 0 1 0, sorry 1 1 0 1 1 1 0. Cool. This is a XOR table. So this is 1. Okay, so 1. So we can see that for 0, if we are XORing with 0, we are getting two output of XOR 0. Like if we are using plain text 0, then if we use something like a key streamer, then we are getting two outputs, 0 or 1. Similarly for 1, 0 or 1. So there is a 50-50 probability, like if some hacker is trying, like some middleman in the middle is trying to get something like our data, like some key stream is there, key stream we are having. And what happened, like bear with my writing. Actually, it's not good, I know, but just bear with me. Just focus on concept. There is key streamer. Huh? Key streamer is there. So what happens is that the message which we are getting when the person will try to get the message, if there is a message of n length, है ना? So there is 0 1 something, some bits are there 0 1 1 0 1, some messages there and on 0, huh? So here there are two chances that something like one is like in a plain text, it's a like ciphertext, we know C1 C2 CN, huh? This is ciphertext. We know there are possibility of 0 or 1. Here possibility of 0 and 1. Here is a possibility of 0 and 1. Like in a plain text can be possibility. So the person to guess the key or a plain text having the very low chance, like having a 50-50% chance for each text, like 2 probability, 2 so 2 की power n. So if we try to generate, अगर वो बंदा चाहेगा ना कि यार मैं सारे generate करूं exponential. It's an exponential one. So it will take its whole lifetime to generate the n bits generate करना. तब तक उस message का कोई use भी नहीं बचेगा, and then pass like it's no use to generate all the bits. It's so guessing is very difficult for that, for a key stream like key streamer or something like plain text. दोनों का guess करना बहुत tough होता है. प्लेन टेक्स्ट का गैस करना टफ होगा, उसको प्लेन टेक्स्ट से मतलब है, उसको प्लेन टेक्स्ट से का गैस करना इट्स वेरी वे टू टफ. बट व्हाट हैपेंड, जस्ट अ मिनट. Let's make some space. Cool. Very nice space. Okay, so if you are using AND gate, है ना, AND gate में कैसा होता है टेबल, you know, 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 1 1. Okay, cool. So we know that अगर if some person generates some key streamer, है ना, if there is a one, if he knows that at on the side of encryption he is using AND gate, so if one is coming, so he is sure that on the plain text also one will be there with the 75% probability, है ना, क्योंकि at the three places zero is there. हाँ, for zero it's problem, like zero he might with the problem like guessing what happens, but for one he is sure that yeah, if there is a one, if one is generator, then he can guess that there is a one on the key side, like on the plain text there will be a one. So this reduce the probability of 75% guessing he gets that there is a one. So guessing the plain text is very easy in AND gate. Similarly for OR gate, same concept applies. If we get at this on the encrypted keys, if we know that there is zero, then he know that at the plain text also there will be zero. If he knows that on the encryption side OR is used, so these are making 70%. He is sure that there will be this, Anna. It will be a zero. So this reduce the guessing and leading to the accuracy of the guessing of the number. So that's why we are using the XOR gate. Okay, I hope it's clear to you. So moving on the further, now we will now we cleared our one idea about the XOR gate. अब पढ़ते हैं pseudo random generators क्या होता है. Pseudo random generator क्या होता है? If we want like if there is a message, what I want like if some message is there 10 1 1 0 1 1 0, some message is there, and if I want like something is something I require the message which have the good randomness. Randomness should be there. Like randomness, why we require randomness क्यों चाहिए हमें, क्योंकि there should not be some pattern that person can guess. If he gets some pattern, hacker can get the pattern, then he can easily guess the key streamer or a plain text. Key streamer, mainly key streamer, not plain text. Plain text, key streamer. He can guess very easily the key streamer. What's the key streamer? And from the encrypted message, he can obviously he can get the plain text. So we need like so there should be generators that which generate very randomly. So very easy. We can use some random generator, which is generator some generating the random bits. But there is a problem with the random generators also. For converting each bit by bit, now there is a problem that it might be very slow, might be slow and not reusable keys. Like हम एक random generator produce कर रहे हैं, possibility वो वापस produce नहीं होगा, very less probability वो produce होगा वापस. So we are using one key for one message and sending a million messages, so it could cause the problem कि यार हमारे पास random generators ही खत्म हो गए, मतलब खत्म नहीं होंगे, but there can be a problem like we are not reusing the keys and it's really slow, like we are converting bit by bit, bit by bit, bit by bit. So we will in further coming video we will see moving sequentially we will study about this true random generator, pseudo random number generator, their problems, why we need the like by sequence we know that we will go through this. इसमें कुछ problems थे तभी हमने इधर move किया. Some problems were there, then we move there. But it's not like that. That's are not used with the different applications. These random generators are used in different applications. So we will see all that in a further coming video. So for this video, that's all. Further, we will study about the random generators. Thank you.